Hello? Hello? Hello?
Buenas tardes a todas y a todos, o buenos días, depende de dónde estén. Estamos aquí en la terraza de la Curia de los Frailes Franciscanos. Y estamos aquí en esta tarde preciosa. La primera palabra que saldría sería Laudato Si. Laudato Si a todos y todas. Y, bueno,
Hello to everyone.
pero pueden estar con nosotros.
Hello to everyone. This is Lucia Capuzzi, and I want to welcome everyone to share their comments through our social networks. Please remember to hashtag Laudato Si Week. And whoever wants to listen to change the conference in different languages, please visit www.laudatosiweek.org, where you can find different languages. Now it's time to start. We will start a long evening of a lot of celebration, and we will start giving the word to our first host, Fray Jaime Campos from Chile. And today is the day of the biodiversity. And the biodiversity in terms of the community also. That's why we're all around the world. And Fray Jaime will give us the welcome. And he's one of the hosts. He's one of the hosts here in Rome. Welcome, Jaime. Very warm welcome for being here today and hosting us in Rome. Welcome to all to this big celebration of life, this festival of Laudato Si, and in the Franciscan house. And we're welcome you all to his connecting to our channel. And we hope you all enjoy and really rejoice in the work of the artists, the music, the poesy, and see all the work of God in this creation. We hope you all have a really nice time during this Laudato Si week. Thank you very much, Fray Jaime. Well, we'll start because we have a lot of hosts during. Our first artist is from Italy, and it's Lucas Tirana. He comes from Rivoli. He's working with an association called Accanto a Ribera. It's a take care of paying school fees for children in shanty towns in Kirera, Nairobi. Lucas is working with this association, and he's providing hot meal and entertaining to all these young kids that live in Kibera. Lucas, just a year ago, he started working with the global Catholic climate movement, and he's collaborating through his music. So now we will listen to Lucas. And he's dedicating this song to the charity.
Laudato si, il Signore, con tutte le tue creature. Laudato si, mi Signore, con tutte le tue creature. Laudato si, mi Signore, con tutte le tue creature. Laudato si, mi Signore, con tutte le tue creature. Laudato si, mi Signore, con tutte le tue creature. Laudato si, mi Signore, con tutte le tue creature. Laudato si, il Signore, con tutte le tue creature. Laudato si, il Signore, con tutte le tue creature.
Es aquí y Laudato Si es la mejor manera para empezar esta larga tarde. Y vamos a presentar nuestro nuevo huésped, que es Monseñor Bruno Dufé, que es un conocido, un querido amigo de todos los que colaboran con Movimiento Climático.
Well, we're back with Laudato Si, and this is the best way to start this not long evening.
Del desarrollo humano integral.
We'll present our new host,
Gran importante trabajo.
our Monsignor Bruno Difin, a very close friend of our global Catholic climate movement, and he's secret of the Dicasterio
Lo decidió.
of the Dicastery of Promotion Integral Human Development. He's doing a very, very important job with the ecological sensibilization. And today, the 22nd of May, is the Day of the Biodiversity. And this is what the United Nations decided because this day in 1992, there was
que utilizamos mucho en nuestros debates y explicaciones actuales a propósito del cambio climático, a propósito de las consecuencias de este cambio climático.
can help us with what is biodiversity.
Una idea tan fácil, un concepto tan fácil.
Biodiversity is a word
Para mucha gente es un poco
very complex.
biodiversidad. ¿Qué quiere decir este concepto? Es la diversidad.
And we use this word in a lot of debates and explanations.
Vivos del mundo.
And a lot of it is related with the climate change and also its impact and its effect.
No hay
But it's not a very easy concept to explain.
formas. Hay
And for a lot of people, it's quite technical, this biodiversity concept.
pájaros
Basically, it's the diversity, it's the biodiversity,
y entonces
the diversity among the living organisms. It's the biodiversity to say the diversity of life, of the lives, of the different forms of lives. There are many, many ways of life and many manifestations of life. The trees, the nature, the birds, animals, the human, the man, the woman. The biodiversity is where it all comes together, and it's the language among the living beings, because the trees, they talk just like as humans talk. So it's the complementary and also the dialogue among the living beings. So how is this dialogue among the human beings and the other species? It's the necessity of living together. So biodiversity needs to be there. So we need to be complement, but also working together with the others. So that's why we need to exchange and also complement each other. And this you can see it with the animal, the vegetal kingdom, with the talents, and also in if you have a talent, you have to bring it up. Like for example, I have a talent to explain, so we have to use them, but we have to complement it or and join it with other talents and make this come together in a better construction. It's just like instruments in the orchestra. We need to have each one of these instruments to in order to make a beautiful music. It's the composition, the complement among the different musicians. And just like you can see in the family sphere, where you have the brothers and the sisters and everyone works together for this harmony. And so this you can see it during among different levels in the cultures, the nature, and all the enrichment of the nature of the creation of God. And all of this is what we believe and we know that comes from God. So the Bible tells us that God puts upon us the order of protecting our nature, our world. So this is essential. We need to think about the reality, the nature, the biodiversity. We think about all the goods God has given us, even His life, and the different ways of living, the different manifestations of life. So we, from one generation to another, so we can give also life. So all this diversity, all this creation, it's also like a calling to give what we have, what we have in our hearts, in our life. It's it, so it's also a calling for everyone, for calling for everyone to be part of it and participate in this construction of this big, beautiful creation. And this is contemporary from yesterday, today, and will be in the future. Thank you very much, Monsignor Buffet Bruno. And we like these two. Our next host artist will be um, and we will have the next artist who is it's just like an orchestra will come together of different artists from different religions, and we will have Asan Steve Kafler, and he's Hebrew, and he comes together with people from different religions. And Stephen has organized this group with the condition of bringing together different brothers from all around the world. And the idea is that living in peace all together in harmony. We're different, but we can make it and we can live all together. So please enjoy Song and Spirit.
The repair of the world, the repair of creation. The idea is we are God's partners in taking care of this world. We are the hands of God that do the work that only we can do. And so we wrote this. We wrote this song because we saw a prayer by Pope Francis. We thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us every day. Hey, we thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us in every way. Ringrazia Dio, ringrazia Dio, ringrazia ogni giorno. Ringrazia Dio, ringrazia Dio, ringrazia ogni giorno. All-powerful God, filling all the universe and the smallest of your creatures. You embrace all life with tenderness. Oh yeah. Pour out the power of your love that we may protect life and beauty. Fill us with peace. We may live as sisters and brothers. We thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us every day. Hey, hey, we thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us in every way. God of the poor, help us to rescue the lost and forgotten of this earth. So precious in your eyes, oh yeah. Bring healing to our lives and we'll protect the world from all this confusion. Touch the hearts of those who look only for gain at the expense of the earth. We thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us every day. Hey, hey, we thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us in every way. Teach us, oh God, to discover the worth of each and everything, to be filled with awe and contemplation, oh yeah. To see we are united with every little thing as we journey to your light. Encourage us, we pray, to work for justice, peace, love, and understanding. We thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us every day. Hey, hey, we thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us in every way. We thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us every day. Hey, hey, we thank you, oh, We thank you. Oh, we thank you for being with us in every way. So thank you all for listening in, and we wish you health and happiness as you celebrate biodiversity and the care of creation.
Thank you for taking care of our sister Mother Earth. God bless you.
Amen. Shalom Aleichem.
Pace bene.
Bien, pace bene, de verdad, para todos. Y nuestro próximo huésped tiene poca necesidad de presentación. Es Tomás Insúa, todo el mundo lo conoce aquí. Es el fundador de esta gran iniciativa que es el Movimiento Climático Mundial para el clima, Movimiento Católico Climático Mundial. Y tiene una vida de película, Tomás, pero bueno, tendría muchísimas preguntas, pero aquí vamos a hablar de un tema relacionado a la biodiversidad, ¿no? Porque este año se va a celebrar un apuntamiento muy importante en China. Se va a celebrar una conferencia de la ONU antes de la conferencia de Glasgow, que la sobre el Acuerdo de París. Antes se hará una COP15 sobre la biodiversidad. Y bueno, Tomás, ¿puedes explicarme un poco qué importancia tiene este apuntamiento?
Sí, claro. De hecho, bueno, es un año muy importante para el planeta porque está, por un lado, esta COP15, como dices.
Okay, pace bene, really for everyone.
Que se va a firmar
Our next guest
un gran acuerdo
is
para combatir la crisis de la biodiversidad. Así
is
como
Thomas Insua, very well known. It's the founder of the global Catholic climate movement, this big initiative.
Tendremos algo similar para la crisis de
It's a
biodiversidad.
global climate movement. So it's the global Catholic climate movement. His life is just like a movie star, and I have a lot of questions. But now we're going to talk about the biodiversity. This year, we're going to celebrate a very important event in China, the Conference of the United Nations in China. And this is just before the conference in Glasgow. So this is before the COP15, which will be talking about biodiversity. So Tomas, can you help us with what is the importance of biodiversity? Yes, biodiversity. It's a very important year for the planet, not only because of the COP15, which is the conference of the United Nations, where we expect everyone to sign a big agreement to mitigate the crisis of the climate change. This year we'll have something similar, something for the crisis of biodiversity. So the climate change and the biodiversity crisis are very related, and so both of them need to be solved together, and with all solutions that are integrated for both climate change and biodiversity. So this sum of Kunming in China, it's very important, but still I see that there's not so much conscience about this summit. In 2015, people knew about the CORP in Paris, but this year people are not aware about this summit, and it's so that's why it's fundamental from the church and the society to raise awareness about the issue. So thank you very much for having me here to talk about the biodiversity and the summit and the objectives that we need to state for protecting the ecosystems. Yes, Thomas, it's true. No, not many people are talking about the summit that is going to be held in China. And people tend to speak to think of biodiversity in terms of species, but there are many forms of biodiversity. Sometimes we're joking and saying that everyone is part of the biodiversity, but it is just like in the Laudato Si, Pope Francis says there is a biodiversity of cultures. So what is the relationship with the biodiversity and the different towns that live and cultures that live around the planet? Well, indigenous towns and people are very important. And one of our sisters of the Laudato Si is the Dear Amazon card letter, and so we know that the intention is to show how the South American church really works in line with the indigenous people. And this is a very intrinsic issue to biodiversity. The indigenous people protect over 80% of the different biodiversity we have among the planet. So this is a relatively small group of people, the indigenous people, but they're core for um, keeping all the treasures of nature and the role they have of protecting biodiversity, as well as the knowledge on nature. and and I think it's an example for other humans to really see what they're doing. So Pope Francis invites us to give them the protagonism they deserve, and also look and reflect among what they do. And quite sadly, that different parts of the world, like the Amazonia, is being harmed by the agro industry or big corporations that are destroying the Amazonia constantly. So the church, we need to really raise our voice and go with the nature and the protection of all of these goods like the Amazonia. Well, you've been working, Tomas, with the opening of the Laudato Si, this work, and you have also been working with different federations, among them of the indigenous people. What was the message the Gregorio from the from the indigenous people gave us in order to sense of it, to raise awareness? Gregorio's message was very strong. He said we need to really raise awareness and make people aware of the problem that the indigenous people are having, especially also with COVID, that having a drastic impact upon them. So it's really they were claiming how much how much they have been being attacked during this period, and also um, related to your COP15 question, it also was important to see that how important this summit will be in China, because the debate is which is the core objective, and this is very important, and some people are saying that it must be protecting ecosystems, and some governments are even supporting this statement. But Gregorio from the indigenous people movement, he said that is not enough. We need to protect at least 50% of our ecosystems. So we really have to uh, really support the indigenous people, so they can also have a voice and raise the standard of looking for an objective where you can take care of 50% of the ecosystems worldwide. And also, the big risk is that if ecosystems are not protected, the impact will be straight on the humans, as well as as the very devastating effect that COVID is having worldwide. So everything
You
is very much
ratified
like
some years ago.
very much
All
around
citizens
your time,
and the children.
and he will be with us during the week of Laudato Si. Now we're going to Africa. So now in Kenya, we'll have Waka Waka Ben, a nice band from Kenya, and they will be presenting their work where they work with ecology. His rapper is a rapper, Bababiti, and that's his artistic name, and that means father of the trees. So now we're going to listen a very nice song, and it's Alpha Africa Ruka. Africa wakens. So we think it's not only Africa that has to awake, it's worldwide. Everyone has to awake and be aware of biodiversity. So everyone, please wake up.
High sanitation, and then stop corruption. We make a better future for the next generation. We involve our leaders for a better cooperation.
How dare you? 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 Buka Africa, buka, buka kosiku, buka Africa, buka, kosifestan, buka Africa, buka, buka kosiku, buka Africa, buka, kosifestan.
Climate justice is all that we need. Climate justice is all that we need. Stop all business, fossil business. Climate justice is all that we need. Killing innocent people, decreasing their selfishness. Climate justice is all that we need. Come on!
Doing for us and the next generation, yeah.
Africa, Africa,
Doing for us and the next generation, yeah.
Africa, fossil free.
Africa, buka,
Buka Kosikul, Buka Africa, Buka Fossil free. Buka Africa, Buka Buka Kosikul, Buka Africa, Buka Fossil free. Africa, yeah!
Africa, buka,
Africa, yeah! Africa, yeah!
Africa, buka,
Africa, fossil free. Africa, Buka Buka Kosikul, Buka Africa, Buka Africa. Toba! Celebrate Laudato Si Week. This celebration is a joy for all nations. Waka Waka on stage. Buka Africa, Buka Buka Osikul, Buka Africa, Buka Fossil free. Buka Africa, Buka Buka Osikul, Buka Africa, Buka Fossil free.
Buenas tardes otra vez. Despedimos a Tomás Insúa que nos acompañó y nos vuelve a acompañar después. Y vamos a presentarles nuestro nuevo huésped que está conectado en línea de Bogotá, de Colombia, y es el padre Víctor Ricardo Moreno Holguín, que coordena, es un sacerdote de 29 años, y coordena como director la Fundación Salmos Espiritualidad Integral de la Arquidiócesis de Bogotá. Y con el padre Víctor Ricardo vamos a comentar un poco esta gran iniciativa que se organizó para este año Laudato Si, porque justamente esta semana también concluye el año que fue dedicado a la Laudato Si. Y para celebrarlo se organizó un gran concurso mundial, internacional, de cuentos dedicados a la Laudato Si. Padre Víctor Manuel, ¿nos puede comentar un poco qué cuentos se le llegaron, cómo fueron los que ganaron, cómo fue la competición?
Bueno, muchas gracias a todos y en medio de tanta diversidad de posibilidades para difundir la encíclica Laudato Si del Papa Francisco, encontramos que la narrativa es un instrumento para el cuidado de la casa. Por eso organizamos este primer concurso iberoamericano de cuentos Laudato Si, en el cual participaron cerca de 25 países. Nos llegaron cerca de 1000 cuentos de niños desde los 4 años hasta personas mayores de 70 años. Escribieron narraciones, enviaron dibujos que nos invitan a conocer, a cuidar la casa común. De ese modo, se vincularon muchas personas, instituciones educativas, parroquias, diócesis,
So thanks to this
comunidades,
contest of writing short stories,
congregaciones
a lot of people get
de todo
involved.
orden,
There were people
enviando
from
cuentos,
congregations, religious
narraciones
congregations, kids,
que nos hablan sobre el
teenagers,
cuidado de la casa
short stories that
común.
talk about the
Ahora,
care on our
los
common
cuentos que
homes.
ganaron, todos tienen que ver
Now,
con
the
esto de
winners,
cómo cuidar la casa común, pero también cómo prestar atención
the
al
main
clamor de los
plot
jóvenes,
is to care on
al
our common
clamor de
home.
aquellos que salen
But it
afectados
is
por
also
la
that talks
destrucción
about
del
on
medio
ways that
ambiente.
we can solve the things that are happening.
Religión Digital, que es un portal de comunicación sobre religión, se
These
vinculó
also
al
pay
movimiento
attention
católico
to the
mundial por el
cry of the
clima,
poor
la red Contemplar, el
that
cuidado
are
de la
very
casa
affected
común
of
de la
the environmental
Arquidiócesis de
harm.
Bogotá y la Fundación
Digital
Salmos,
religion, that is a
lideramos
portal
este
of
concurso.
religion, and it is
Hubo
also
una
connected with
ganadora
the Global
anónima
Catholic Climate
pequeña,
Movement and the network
Lucía,
Contemplar
envió un dibujo
and the
sobre el
Archbishop
cuidado de
of
la casa
Bogota
Good
común.
evening
and
again.
other
Esa niña vive en
organizations
Bogotá.
So,
were
O
Tomás y
the leaders of
Lucía
this contest.
is
desde el norte de
doing
Colombia también envió un dibujo
One of the
maravilloso que
winners,
fue
Lucia,
premiado como cuento infantil.
that sent
Ahora, el
a
cuento de
drawing
jóvenes lo ganaron
of the care on our common home.
en Lima, Perú. Desde Lima nos llegó ese cuento
Another
de
girl
Lucía. También
sent a
el cuento de
drawing
los
that was
jóvenes.
also
Ese fue el cuento de los jóvenes,
a winner,
Lucía. En cambio, el de
thanks to
adolescentes
this
nos llegó
drawing
desde las Islas
that sent
Canarias.
a powerful
Allí
message on care of
Juliana
our common
nos
home.
hizo una
We
narración
also received
hermosísima sobre cómo cuidar la
another
casa
short
común.
story from Lima,
Una persona adulta desde Cartagena de Indias,
and
Colombia,
we have
escribió el
like
mejor
different
cuento de
also
adultos,
from
La
other different
Mensajerita.
stages. We also have
Y
from
el cuento
teenagers,
ganador en
and they were very
categoría de
beautiful stories.
profesionales, es decir, personas que han escrito y
We
publicado
also
cuentos,
received from
vino desde
adults.
Cochabamba, Bolivia, una narración
The
de
title
Schiller
was The
sobre
Messenger,
cómo la
and the
historia
winner
de
from
la
the other
relación de
category
varias
that was also
personas
from
de una
professional people,
familia con
and
dificultades
this
y demás,
was from
se
Cochabamba, Bolivia,
entretejen con todo lo que es el
and
cuidado de
Shirley
la
did
casa
this
común.
short story.
Entonces, estamos todos muy alegres porque hubo una amplia
So
participación
this was
en este
about the
primer concurso
relationship
y habrá
around a
muchos más.
family that was
Ahora,
poor,
concluimos el
but
año
this was
Laudato
also
Si,
very
estamos
interconnected with the care of
invitándolos
our
a
common
todos
home.
ustedes a que
We are
va a
very
haber
happy because we
un
receive
libro
a
de
lot of people from
cuentos
different parts of the world, and
un
we are
libro
going
de
to have
cuentos, las
more
mejores
stories and more
narraciones,
contests.
los
Now we're
cuentos
of
finishing
the
the Laudato
generados
Si
encyclica.
y
year.
otros
We're
cuentos
inviting
que,
you, every
The
one of you.
narrative
por su
is an instrument.
excelente calidad literaria, pero sobre todo en la manifestación de su preocupación por el cuidado de la
The
casa
Laudato
común,
Si, the stories.
van a enriquecer la pedagogía
25
Laudato,
different countries have been
van a ser
participating,
cuentos que nos van a
and
ayudar a que en
stories from
parroquias, en
children
escuelas,
from
en
4
colegios, en
years old
universidades,
up
en
to
todo
people
tipo de
from over
espacios,
70 years old.
podamos tener
So
las
people have
narraciones,
written
los cuentos
stories
con ayudas
narrations,
pedagógicas
drawings.
para cómo difundir
So
el cuidado de la casa
they have
común,
bring
la
us
atención del
to
clamor
see
a
and
los más
show how to
pobres
take care of
y
our
cómo
homes.
hacer de
And
la
so
narrativa,
they
de
really
la palabra, del
intertwine
cuento,
and
una ayuda para la
institutions
casa
and
común.
organisms reflected
Son
among the Laudato
diferentes
Si.
modos de ayudarnos. Hemos escuchado cantos, hemos escuchado todos estos encuentros que se hacen internacionales para mejorar la situación del clima,
So
para
we're really
proteger
happy to
las
have
aguas,
so
para
many
proteger
stories
a las
and narrations and
la
drawings
iniciativa
that talk
esta
about
una maravillosa
everything that
familiar
is taking care of the nature of the common home of everyone, the planet.
en historias de cómo nosotros somos los
How do we
cuidadores
take care of our house, our common house?
de la tierra.
And also about the cry of the poor,
Primer
for
mandato
those
de
who
la
are
vida
affected from
cuidar,
the destruction
proteger, como nos lo
of the
dice
ecosystem,
Papa en la encíclica
of the
Laudato
environment.
Si, hay que cuidarla. Y siguiendo ese evangelio de la creación,
So the Red Contemplar also took
sobre
care
San
of
Francisco,
with our foundation. We really
sí,
took the lead in this contest,
con
and
la
the winner is a very young
a ti por tu
girl,
por invitarnos
Lucia,
a este
and she
programa de
sent a nice drawing about how to care about the common house, our planet. And another participant was Luciana from the north of Colombia. She sent a very nice story, and she won the category of children's narration. And also Lucia from Lima, Peru, she sent a story and she won the category of adolescents. Juliana from the Canarian Islands, she sent a nice story about how to take care of the common house, and she won her category as well. Another adult from Colombia wrote a really nice story, The Messenger, and the prize winner of different people came from Cochabamba, Bolivia. A nice narration from Shirley, and she was telling us about the story among the relationship among different members of a family, and how this also is related with taking care of the common house. So there's a big participation worldwide in this first contest, and we're very, very excited, and we hope to have much more contests. So coming close to the closure of the Laudato Si year, we're inviting you all so to see that we're going to be publishing the best stories sent over, and so we're publishing a book, and this will be also to highlight the excellency of the stories and the awareness and about the interest of protecting our common house. So these are stories that in the churches, in the university, in schools, in different environments, we'll see how these stories will help to understand and raise awareness of the importance of the common house, the cry for the poor, and the cry of the earth.
One of the stories that we have not told is that we have caused the death.
So these are all different.
I was told about
These international encounters.
belong to a little English church to see a very strange funeral.
Great to see you. Now, are you all right for reading? That's fantastic. Brilliant. Oh, hello. Oh, I'll let you in. Louis, I think we've got a special seat down here for you. Is that all right? Brilliant. Welcome.
Welcome to this wonderful and strange and ancient church, this ancient place We believe that there has been worship and a sense of the sacred here for probably 5,000 years.
I'm someone who, growing up,
Welcome to this
had some
charged
involvement
place,
with the
this
church,
place which is
but I
of
think
the
I
earth
lost the faith I
and yet
might have
points
had.
us to heaven. Our responsibility is that we have been given immense powers, and let's be frank, that's a far more accurate story than to sort of say, well, we're all just here to drift happily along with all the other species. We have the power to destroy. We have the power to mutate species. We have the power to destroy entire ecosystems. So to pretend that we don't have dominance is to hide in a myth. The question is, not just to those of us who are religious, not just to those in the Abrahamic faith, so Judaism, Christianity, Islam, but to all of us, what in God's name do we do with that power? What do we do next? There is a Christian tradition that when someone dies in a community and it's their funeral, the death knell is tolled. And the death knell is simply the church bell, which is rung for every single year of that person's life, one knell for each year. Today, we will toll the bell 160 times for those that have died in our community that we never knew. These are the 160 species around the world that have become extinct in the last 10 years. Extinct means they're gone. They're gone forever. They were members of our community. They were members of life on Earth. They're gone. They're gone. And we will ring the bell, one for each one of these species, to remind us that our community of beings on this planet has been diminished, and it has been diminished by us. We are the ones who have driven these species into extinction. Today, we are going to mourn them. We're going to name them as they go from us, in the same way that we would name somebody who had lived with us in this community and who's now gone. I invite you now to meditate on our role in the story of life on Earth. St. Lucia Skink. The Barbados Racer. The little flat-top snail. The sooty crayfish. The Santa Maria weevil. The São Miguel ground beetle. The Pico ground beetle. Vissiani's Star of Bethlehem. The Waiaotoa Forget-Me-Not.
I think the moment that got me the most was these creatures were never understood. Some of them were never known about, ever, and then they're just gone.
The Bermuda saw-whet owl. The Pinta Island tortoise. The Navassa rhinoceros iguana. Rab's fringe-limbed tree frog. Christmas Island pipistrelle. The Santa Cruz pupfish. The Catarina pupfish.
These were wonderful, extraordinary, strange creatures. We will never ever again be able to see these species living on our planet. What these deaths call us to is to change. For God's sake, we have to change before we destroy more.
The Bermuda flicker.
But you cannot move on until you've acknowledged what you've done.
The long-eared mouse. And the Indo-Chinese warty pig. Falster's reed warbler. The Aguajan reed warbler.
Actually, it was, wow, it was the most eye-opening piece I think I've ever done. Now that I know what I know, there is no going back.
I was the last of my kind. How I wish I was alone. For too long you've been blind. Another name on the list of those already gone. The church bell told for how long my heart breaks with every chime. No shallow grave, no wooden cross marks the end of the line. I was the last of my kind. Another name on the list who's already gone.
Now we're back with Tomas and Tina, and we're going to thank him
And now we
for,
are here
for
back
being
again
here,
with Tomas.
the global Catholic movement, climate movement. And we've seen and reflected
We are back with
in
Tomas
the
Insala,
film
the director of the
that the priest touches 160 times the bell, and in name of all the species that are not here no more. Is this possible to bang the bell and to pray for those trees, those animals that are not here anymore, that unfortunately we've made disappear, or sorry, extinct? It's a very strong message. And today it's in this service you will see it's Anglican priest with a powerful message, especially to us, the Christians, to really to awake and understand the gravity and the importance of having these creatures, the sons of the God, and those species that are loved by us, by God, and how can it be that we're not protecting them, and they're being extincted? So this is a very powerful message, and it invites us to reflect and and really go inside and think how each time that bell rings, it touches our heart. And I hope this message really goes all around the world and see the profound message that these loved species are being extincted.
Pequeños sueñitos de Dios que nosotros destruimos uno detrás del otro. Gracias a Tomás Insúa por acompañarnos.
Thank you very much, Thomas, for joining us. And now we're going to present This is a very special band. And it's a special band that is composed by all women, 19 artists. And it's a green gen verde. It's composed with artists from all around the world. 19 women from from 14 different countries all around the world. And now we're going to hear the song from all these artists. And it's also a song and a
Hi,
prayer.
I'm Nancy Oman, and I'm part of Gen Verde, an international performing arts group made up of 19 women from 14 different countries. We're very happy to be here with you this evening as part of this special celebration, Songs for Creation. We'd like to present Turn Around, a song we wrote recently, which is very much inspired by Pope Francis's Laudato Si. As we were working on it, we felt strongly that before singing about the change we want to see around us, first of all, we personally needed to make a change in our own lifestyles in order to be credible witnesses of the spirit of Laudato Si. We often work with young people, especially through performing arts workshops. And seeing how the younger generation today is so much on the front lines in the fight for climate justice, we wanted them to be the special protagonists of this song. So we invited a group of teenagers and children from all over the world, in all the continents, to join us in a virtual choir. In the central part of the song, you'll hear their voices leading us in a prayer that echoes the words of the Veni Creator. We know the way ahead is difficult and that the path that leads to real change is narrow, but we firmly believe that with God's guidance, we can make a decisive shift in direction all together to heal our common home.
Turn, turn, turn around. Turn, turn, turn around.
Once I spoke with an astronaut, just came back from the moon with the stars in his eyes. He said, out there I learned a lot. Something changes inside when you see the earth rise.
Turn, turn, turn around.
Got no boundaries and no walls. Living, breathing, fall. Love is underneath it all. Beneath the blue and green, connecting everything.
Turn, turn, turn around.
I met a girl, she was very young, yet she spoke burning words with the fire in her eyes. She said, hey, something's really wrong. Deserts grow, people die while the oceans rise. She said, can't you see the urgency? You pretend that you care, then you look away. You are trapped in all our hopes and dreams. We can't wait for a change, got to start today. You can feel it in the breeze, touching in the trees. You hear the waterfall, love is underneath it all. It's running in the fields, it's swimming in the deep. Beneath the blue and green, connecting everything. Oh, yeah, believe it isn't too late to turn around. Oh, yeah, believe it isn't too late, too late, too late, too late.
Turn, turn, turn around. Come create a spirit. Fill us with your love. Guide us on the narrow road to heal our common home.
You can feel it in the
Come
breeze,
create a spirit.
touch it in the
Fill us
trees.
with your love.
There beneath the blue and
Guide
green,
us on the narrow road
connecting
to
everything.
heal our common home.
You can
Feel it in the breeze, catching in the trees. You feel the waterfall lies underneath it all. It's running in the fields, swimming in the deep, and in the blue and green, reflecting everything. Oh, yeah, believe it isn't too late to turn around. Oh, yeah, believe it isn't too late, too late, too late, too late. Time to turn around.
La belleza salvará el mundo, decía el gran escritor ruso Fyodor Dostoyevsky. Y espero que se
Okay,
vea
so
un
now
poquito
we're back.
atardecer hermoso de esta noche romana. Y es de verdad algo muy, muy impactante. Y no hable de casualidad, de belleza, porque la próxima band que nos alegra en esta tarde es una band que se llama Filocalia, que es una band que específicamente incluye no solo músicos, sino actores, otros artistas plásticos, y porque cree firmemente que solo la belleza y el arte pueda ayudarnos a sanar y curar nuestra casa común. Y vamos a escuchar su contributo, que es una oración por nuestra Madre Tierra.
The beauty that will save the world. And that's what Dostoevsky, the Russian writer, wrote. And I hope you can see this nice evening sunset, this beautiful sunset in Rome. And I haven't been talking about beauty. And now Filocalia from Argentina is formed with marching bands, actors, and collaborators.
Estás presente en la creación. Toda criatura canta tu amor. A la vida replica tu voz. Danos la fuerza, danos la paz, para que juntos podamos cuidar nuestro planeta, casa de la humanidad. Alabado seas en la creación, alabado seas, Señor. Alabado seas por tu inmenso amor. Alabado seas, Señor. Dios de los pobres, ayúdanos a rescatar a quien sufre dolor. Tienen los pobres y olvidados a tu mirada tan grande valor. Sálvanos para que el hombre de hoy sea cual canino depredador. Haznos custodios del bien, la paz y el amor. Alabado seas en la creación, alabado seas, Señor. Alabado seas por tu inmenso
cara, cara a cara la belleza de Dios y la creación participará con nosotros en el amor sin fin, yendo hacia el sabbat de la eternidad, oh Jerusalén, casa celestial, Cristo de tu amor, todo nuevo es, renova también nuestro corazón. Alabado seas en la creación, alabado seas, Señor. Alabado seas por tu inmenso amor. Alabado seas, Señor. Alabado seas en la creación. Alabado seas, Señor. Alabado seas por tu inmenso amor. Alabado seas, Señor.
After this beautiful prayer and song, now we welcome the next guest. This is Monsignor Lucio. He's a friend of everyone who loves to take care of our common home. He's Monsignor Lucio Ruiz from the Communications Dicastery, and he's here for a very special message, to deliver a very special measure. And one of the celebrations for this year is a photo contest. More than 3,000 people participated in this photo contest, sending their photos. So now here we are going to know, together with Monsignor Lucio, live the name of the winners. Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to everyone. What a nice afternoon and a nice event. Congratulations to everyone who participated. This is a sign of a richness in creativity and in a way to show the beauty that we have in creation. I need to announce the winner, so yes, we have the names, we are ready for that. So let's give a little bit of suspense here. So, the first winner. Let me put my glasses on. Here in Rome is already getting a night. So, the first winner is Cynthia Ocampo from Mexico. And now in the screen, you can see the picture of the winner. The second winner is Pramod Shah from India. You can see the photo in the screen. And now we are going to watch the next photo. And the third winner is Yvette Mora from Colombia. The next winner is Sor Julie Marie Peters from Grenada. The next one is Maria Hammersoy from Denmark. And the next winner is the sister Beat Claire from the United States. This picture I'm going to be posted in Vatican News next week, so you are going to be able to enjoy the pictures in high quality, so you will be able to watch the richness that they have presented through the pictures and the photos. Congrats everyone, and thank you so much for joining. And congrats for all the winners and everyone who participated. These photos are going to be available for everyone in its richness from Colombia to United States, from all over the world. So now I'd like to ask you something, Monsignor Lucio. Now, it's really important to use this type of art to give a message, to sensibilize people, to wake up people and go forward in this ecological conversion. I think, yeah, this was like a beginning to do this photo contest because it's very important to share. So if we share, people will know, because what you don't know, you don't love. So the fact of showing the beauty and also the sufferings of nature, of the reality of the humanity, it's very important, because if we don't realize, if we don't see the beauty and the sufferings, we cannot have this sensibility that it's need to work. So in this sense, we we want to use these communications in order to show. And the creativity is the first important thing, because with creativity we can take some moments from nature, taking in their own reality as they present in life, and sharing them. So using social media, using the press, the media, using everything that we have with creativity is what we need, because the beauty shows by creating situations, showing realities, accompany the reality that let us know and to understand and be there in that reality, to see the beauty. And also the beauty that we have now with internet is that we are able to see everything, even though we are not in the same place. So we are capable of living this reality even though we are not there. We can feel, we can be involved in those processes to collaborate in order to support. So yeah, this is a little bit of what is happening right now. We are everyone here connected from Rome to the world. So I'd like to ask you a big favor, Monsignor Lucio. Would you like to make a call to action to everyone, and also for people who work in media and communications, and for everyone to join in this effort to communicate the beauty and the fragility the of our mother Earth? So I'll say to be creative and being brave. Be ready to go out. Be a missionary reality. The creation is the gift that God gave to us, and we should use the means that our cultures offers to us, are part of this dynamic of the incarnation. Jesus became flesh, he became man, and he became a story, and he became my culture. So we need to assume the love from Jesus, and being conscious and being aware that as Christians we should follow those steps, we should follow that incarnation. So we also should become flesh, make history, make culture. So being creative, so be original, surprise everyone, surprise us. God surprises us with creation, with the incarnation. So let's go and surprise the world, showing the reality but showing with creativity. So in this way we can make the world a real common home. So thank you so much, Monsignor Lucio from the Dicastery for Communications. He's with us today. And we continue with the next surprise, another surprise in this event. So, as Monsignor said, let's surprise. So, here we have another surprise from India, who are living a very difficult movement right now. And the next artist, Sandesh Emmanuel, is from India. He was born in Bangladesh, and he is presenting um, um, a performance. He's not only an artist, he's also a friar, and his passion is to make people smile. So, with this big smile, let's announce his presentation. It's a beautiful song. Listen to the wind.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be a part of this project. And now I'm going to sing the song which I composed for JPIC, Listen to the Wind.
How much longer will we hear the cries? The drowning voice of people drift through the skies. We all live as though we have another place to go. Can't keep living like we do. It's up to me and you know. Listen to the wind, it's talking. Listen to the silence that speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows that this is what our future needs. Care for her like you care for me. Give back some love, return to glory. Another word, we're not done. Praise be to the Lord of creation. Half of the trees have fallen in a lifetime. Can you hear them cry? Down under, lit up in a wildfire. But machines still cut and drive the life out of fire. So hold my hand, speak up and do your part. Listen to the wind, it's talking. Listen to the silence, it speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows that this is what our future needs. Care for her like you care for me. Give back some love, return of glory. Another world, we're not done. Praise be to the Lord of creation. Love our Mother Earth, we don't inherit her from our ancestors. Just keep loving, because we borrow from our children. Listen to the wind, it's talking. Listen to the silence, it speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows that this is journeys. Care for the life you care for me. Give back some love, return unto glory. And Mother Earth, we're not done. Praise be to the Lord of creation.
So this was Sandesh from India. And now we come back to
And
Europe
now from
with the
India,
next artist.
Bangalore.
This
Now we come
is
back
from
to Europe
Spain. His name
with
is
our
Miguel
next
Marin. He's a composer, a songwriter, and he's very known in Spain. And he's very committed with our common home. So his song, the next song that he's presenting, is like a cry of battle, actually. The name is Take Care of It. It's a very strong call to action.
Hola gente, soy Miguel y estoy muy contento de celebrar con vosotros este aniversario de la Laudato Si, este regalo de inspiración para el mundo entero. Buena noticia, de verdad, para el mundo entero.
Good news for everyone. So in this song, I want to share the good news of our common home.
Al final de la tierra y un derroche de amor y belleza entre el bosque, las playas, la tundra, la selva y el mar. Nos movemos viviendo al revés, solamente se vive una vez y esta tierra es el gran paraíso que puedes tener. Cuídala, 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 tierra generosa, tu esencia preciosa, no debes sufrir. Venga, ahora me respondéis, venga, dice, cuídala, 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 dulce madre tierra, y hoy la contraseña es verte vivir. Gran herencia que nunca envejece, una alfombra de panes y peces, eso es. Ese es el gran regalo que Dios nos ha dado, una alfombra de panes y peces que se multiplica, si actuamos con justicia, y si todos hacemos lo que tenemos que hacer, De eso hablamos, Esto es una causa, esto está en el centro neurálgico, de nuestra buena noticia, de nuestro espíritu cristiano, esto está en todo el medio. No es una cosa solamente para militantes ecologistas, que también, y qué maravilla que estén con nosotros, pero es algo muchísimo más fuerte, que de que la gente siga viviendo bien, de que sigamos siendo familia en un entorno maravilloso, Es que sigan saliendo las cosechas, es que los mayores y los pequeños estén bien en las ciudades, en fin. No es solo rescatar a las morsas, que también, ¿Sabéis lo que le dice una morsa a otra morsa? Almorzamos, Seguimos y dice, gran herencia que nunca envejece, y una alfombra de panes y peces, un regalo de Dios y un lirismo de emotividad. Maravilla, estructura perfecta, nuestro hogar, verdadera riqueza, manantial de los días de gozo y de prosperidad. Conmigo, ¿quién canta? Cuídala, 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 tierra generosa, tu esencia preciosa no debe sufrir. Oh, oh, oh. Cuídala, 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 dulce madre tierra, y hoy la contraseña es verte vivir. Y dice que el agua es de todos y el río es de todos, todos también. La playa es de todos y el mar es de todos. No hay nadie que pueda poseerlo. Un tuit, nuestra fama, mi ego o el saldo, nada de eso se puede comer. la lava, la nieve, el desierto, los polos y hasta nuestro corazón se va a derretir. Se va a derretir hasta nuestro corazón, cuando no tengamos las cosas importantes de la vida, lo que nos resulta, lo que nos ayuda a crecer, lo que nos ayuda a alimentarnos, lo que nos ayuda a estar felices. Cuídala, 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 cuídala. Y respondéis como si os lo creyerais mucho. ¡Cuídala! Vale. Tierra generosa, tu esencia preciosa no debe sufrir. Conmigo aquí. Cuídala, 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 cuídala. Cuídala, dulce madre tierra. Y hoy la contraseña es verte vivir. Dulce madre tierra, firmamos un pacto para hacerte feliz y para hacernos todos felices. Feliz Buena Nueva, feliz Laudato Si. Ahí estamos, todos cuidándonos, cuidándote, cuidando la tierra. Ay, soy Miguel y un abrazo grandísimo.
Qué bien, gracias.
That was a great performance. Thank you, Migueli, Marin.
Esta era la penúltima
So
canción.
this was the almost the last song of this night because we are almost to finish. So to begin the closing, I have here again Tomás Insua. Well, he has been here and he has been collaborating very actively during this whole Laudato Si week. So I like to be the voice of Tomás, the one who shared this because he's been years committed to the care of our common home. He's going to do a call so we can take care and protect this beautiful creation. Thank you so much, Lucia. So, as a final message, I think after this beautiful song of Migueli, I think this sums everything. This invitation to take care our Mother Earth, to take care our creatures, and all the creatures really loved by God and that share this common home with us. So I'd like to invite you all to finish this festival. We'd like to invite you to be part of this petition. In the first event of the Laudato Si week, we were talking about COP15, this summit on biodiversity of the United Nations that is going to take place in October. And we were talking of COP15, but we haven't talked about COP26 that will take place right after in November. So October and November, we have these very important summits of United Nations, the one on biodiversity to create a new agreement on the care of biodiversity. And we have another one, which is the summit of COP26, which is about the Paris Climate Agreement. So we would like to invite all Catholic community to join and all people outside the Catholic community to join this petition, a healthy planet, healthy people. So in this context of the pandemic, it reminds us that the health is very important and is very related to the ecology. So we would like to invite you to join this campaign. You have to go online to thecatholicpetition.org. This petition is called Healthy Planet, Healthy People. And in this petition, the Catholic community are calling the governments and decision makers who will meet in these summits of the United Nations to listen to the message of the Laudato Si, to listen to this very urgent call of Pope Francis to take care of our common home with public policies that have to be ambitious. We need governments to create response to COVID, but also to be ambitious in the sense of taking care of environment so we can have this equilibrium with our relationship with our common home. So yeah, I like to share this invitation, and we continue this celebration because we still have more events of Laudato Si Week tomorrow. This event tomorrow is also from here in this roof of the General Curia of the Franciscans. So let's continue celebrating Laudato Si. We'll have different pastoral agents participation here who are committed on proclaiming the gospel of creation. So if you everyone listen, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Rome time, there will be a celebration here with Cardinal Tagle. There will be a missionary sending for Laudato Si animators. Don't forget about it, and also don't forget about the petition Healthy People, Healthy Planet. Don't forget to go to the website, thecatholicpetition.org, and sign the petition because we need to raise our voices so decision makers and leaders can take action. We have two important events, the COP15 and COP26. So let's raise our voice. So now I like to conclude, and I like to thank. I like to say thank you so much to everyone. First of all, thank all the artists who contributed today, because without them, anything will be possible. I like to thank them. I like to also thank to the Dicastery for promoting integral human development because they have given a huge support. Also, a thank you for the Dicastery for Communications and Vatican News because this event is broadcasted there as well. And thank you from the bottom of our hearts to all the organizations and partners who have been collaborating in the organization of this Laudato Si Week. Also, thank you so much for everyone who was here with us tonight, watching us. And also, thank you to all the Franciscan friars here with us. Also, I'd like to thank you all for letting me be your host today to share this celebration with you. Thanks a lot. So, for closing, I invite you to listen to the last song. This song is from a group. They were rock stars, but then they decided to change their course and they decided to do Christian rock. So their song is about wake up. So with this music, we say goodbye, everyone. A big hug to you all and Laudato Si to everyone. Thank you so much.
If I could visit 1,000 planets, not like this one I'd ever find. I ain't known a better, no better present than this life that also shines. But our eyes got painted over, and I suppose we no longer say that this land ruled by egos kills up the way, and still they poison to the sea. Oh Lord, wake me up from oblivion, and I will fight for these other fires. Right now we can't defend anyone by. Fuimos escogidos para el trabajo, no habrá nadie que me impida saltar el cerco y escapar del enredo, cuidar el sueño mirando al cielo. Y nos pintaron los ojos de negro y como necios dejamos de contemplar que esta tierra gobernada por el ego mata al débil y escupe el veneno al mar. Despiértame de tanta indiferencia que yo pelearé por esta tierra nuestra para no dejar a ninguno atrás. Para no dejar a ninguno atrás. Despiértame de tanta indiferencia que yo pelearé por esta tierra nuestra para no dejar a ninguno atrás, para no dejar a ninguno atrás.